People of the Purple Butterfly here, otherwise known as People of 7 on Twitter and YouTube, People of elsewhere on the internet. My blog is located at purplebutterfly-people.blogspot.com. My soaps, Purple Butterfly soaps, can be located at people.etsy.com. And my t-shirt designs, purplebutterfly-people.tmail.com. And I have completely finished the back. And right where it looks a little sparse on the stitching, this is where the power mesh is. And I put a couple of preliminary tack downs right there so that way it can form a border. And then I started working on this part. And this I did in less than an hour. The power mesh, as you can tell, is a lot bigger and denier than the Swiss lace. See, the lace, let's see if I get close enough to it. See, that's the lace. And if I come over here just a little bit, you can see the difference. See how big those are compared to the lace. I've already did the hairline and, you know, the edges of the, you know, in the lace here. So now I'm working on the power mesh, and with the power mesh I don't have to you know, go to every stitch or whatever. It's just basically get it connected wherever. See, it's not boom, 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 boom in every single hole. It's a little bit sparser. But the reason you could do that is because as soon as I take it off the wig head, the power mesh is going to draw up because it is elastic. So it doesn't have to be in every little slot. Not to mention the fact that this is literally the middle of the head. So this is the front, this is the back, this is where the ear is, and this is literally the middle of the head. So it doesn't have to be completely, you know, in every single stitch or every single opening, because no one's going to see that. You know, you could take everything here and comb it to the front, or everything here and comb it to a ponytail, whatever, but the very middle of the head, no one's going to see it. And if they do see it, you know, like for parting or whatever, they're not going to really notice it. So, yeah. So that's a progress report on that. This is where I put the initial part. This is where the widow's peak is, so forth and so on. This is already cut because this was a reclaimed wig. It's like when I took the hair off and restarted, basically I just tacked down the wig that was already, you know, formed. So yeah, and I just took some, the thread is actually brown, and I just took a Sharpie marker and went over the darts so that way I could see them easier. And I did the same thing right there. And first washing, that'll disappear. So yeah, so that's what I got so far. And this is Kanekalon instead of human hair, and as you can tell, it's a kinky blowout texture kinda. I'm still not decided if I'm going to curl it up tighter or braid it up and dip it so that way it looks like a braid out, or what I'm going to do in that particular instance. Right now is just, you know, progressing on along. Thought I'd do a progress report, and that's how far apart I got those spaced. and when it comes off of the canvas block, depending on how much that retracts, because like I said, this is a power mesh, and it's a very strong power mesh, but depending on how much it retracts or lifts or whatever will depend on whether or not I go back through and fill in some gaps. But for right now, I'm just going to get this part covered, and then I'm going to do this because this part right here is the last of the Swiss lace, and all of those holes are very, very, very dense. See how close I have to get to it? And those will be using the 1-to-1 needle or the 1-to-2 needle. Over here I'm using basically the 4 needle. So basically I get 4 strands of hair in each of those openings, and then I'm doing like every other hole or every 2 or 3. So yeah. Anyway, just thought I'd update you on that. Yeah, this was anchored down with not only elastic, but pin, and then this is actually just pinned there. So basically it pops loose all the time because it's just a single T-pin. And then there's a piece of paper here because it kept sticking. Oh, hold on. This kept sticking in, and for the power mesh, that's fine because you can always pop it right back out really, really easy. But when you're dealing with the lace, you want something that's going to keep it from connecting directly into the canvas and the lace itself, because then you have issues trying to get it detached. So I just put a piece of paper there, and yeah, that's just about everything. I'll bring you back after I get a lot more of this done, because I'm in the power mesh part of it. This part I can do, this part I did do in an hour. Hold on, let me show you how much that is. Which means this part I could finish in another hour, and then I'm doing that part in sections, so it'll be 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hours, and then this part here will take me the most time. So basically you can see I'm in the home stretch, because just this power mesh panel will take me basically a day. This part here might take me a week, because that's Swiss lace, and it's very fine Swiss lace. And this is also the front, which means instead of a couple of strands here and there and make it sparse and do it the way I did the back, every single one of those would have to be accounted for. So that way, with the exception of the baby hairs, that's already been mapped out. So this is where you would do all the detail work, so that way it has a natural look. So right now I'm just working to get to that point. So yeah, I'm working here, and then I'll concentrate my efforts here, and then I'll bring you back to show it to you. But in the meantime, yeah, I was about getting ready for bed, so I figure before I wrap everything up, just bring you in, give you a quick view. So this has been People7 on Twitter and YouTube, People elsewhere on the internet. My blog is located at purplebutterfly-people.blogspot.com. My soaps, Purple Butterfly Soaps, could be located at people.etsy.com. And my t-shirt designs, purplebutterfly-people.tmail.com. Y'all stay blessed, stay tuned. Bye now. Alrighty then.
Come on in, Grace. I always got time for you.